Hello, it's your old pal Wilson. Just sat at Milton Keynes Central, waiting my train. I've got a bit of time, so I thought we'd do our Thursday therapy. Someone playing an accordion in the sunshine, which is adding a sort of a Parisian vibe to the square here at Milton Keynes Central. Over there somewhere, I'm not sure where. It's very nice with the sun. I love Paris. I don't know if you've ever been. I've been very lucky, and I've been lucky enough to go a couple of times. Beautiful city. If you ever get a chance to go, I urge you to do so. It might be on fire at the minute, I'm not sure. I know it was kicking off the other week, so maybe wait for things to die down. You don't want to get involved in all that. But when it calms down, and rightly so, we should all be rising up. They're taking the piss, the people that are supposedly governing us. But anyway, this is a beautiful place at the minute, sitting here in the sun. Reminding me of Paris. Paris is a beautiful place. Go to Paris if you get a chance. So it's Mental Health Awareness Week, and you see all the big companies getting involved in it, and you're like, yeah, good, you should be getting involved. But at the same time, mental health is a constant thing. You need to be taking care of it all the time, and big businesses and companies and that could take care of a lot of people's mental health by paying them properly. It's not much to ask, is it? Yeah, that's half the battle, isn't it? It's just, if you gave me a decent wage, I'd give you a decent day's work. It always comes back to the fact that you shouldn't live to work, you should work to live, shouldn't you? And you know that, you're not daft. And as I always say, if there's something that makes you happy, go and do it. Find that time if you can, even if it's just going for. If you like walking or you like swimming. I had a swim last night because I was lucky enough to stay in a hotel near here because my lovely wife Kate was doing an event thing, so we stayed in a hotel, and they had a sauna and a steam room and a swimming pool. Very nice. I didn't realise how you need to exfoliate, don't you? I didn't realise. I thought that was a load of old bollocks, but sitting in the steam room, I could just feel the skin just peeling off. So I got in the shower, toot sweet, and a bit of a rub down because I didn't realise. So exfoliating and moisturising, very important for your mental health. I've been doing that now as well. I wear hand cream. I think I told you about this before. My hand cream. I'm loving my hand cream. It's lovely. But I hope you're doing all right. I hope you're doing well, as I always say. And I genuinely mean that. I hope you are. Just did a podcast record as well this morning with Stu Whiffin and his co-host Kirsty for their mental health podcast. That was good fun. Good to touch base with a mate and meet a new friend, Kirsty. She's lovely, really nice. And it really made me realise the importance of touching base, getting in touch with people, dropping them a line, because we were talking about depression and things like that. When it comes upon you, how debilitating it becomes, and how you've got people to talk to, but you don't feel you can. You don't feel you want to get in their way. Like everyone else is busy, everyone else got other things to worry about. You don't want to get in their way, so you don't make the phone call. You don't make you don't drop the line. You don't drop the text. And you should. Stu and I are talking about that. We were talking about it on the podcast. You should. You should. You feel much better for it. I'm buzzing because I had a chat with him this morning. Felt good. So do it. Make that phone call. Do that email. Drop that text. Just reach out to your mate who's go, you alright? How's it going? Sorry it's been a while. People understand. Everyone's busy. You got to do your thing, But don't let it get in, Don't ever think that people are too busy. They'll either get back to you straight away or they'll get back to you when they can. So, do it. Drop them a line. And because I know I'm like that, I let it build up. I've said this before. I let things build up and then become bigger than they should be. I remember talking to Vic Slayton about this ages ago. About a certain thing, and I was letting it get the better of me. It was getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I dealt with it, and I realised it wasn't as big as I thought it was. So, that's the same with reaching out to your mate. Drop them a line. Doesn't matter how long it's been. If they're your friends, they'll understand. They'll get back to you. They'll go, yeah. It's been a while. If they're dickheads about it, then I don't know. people are more or less understanding of where you're at. It's a tricky world at the minute. Everyone's struggling, you know. So things are falling to the wayside. You know, we are falling by the wayside, I should say. You know, but pick them up again. Drop a text to your mate. Make that phone call. Do that email. You'll feel much better. Like I said, I'm buzzing now, and it gave me the energy to go, right, I'm gonna do Thursday therapy because I want to share this, you know. And if I'm already saying something that you already know, of course, fine, brilliant, you're on the right path, you're doing the right thing, well done. But if not, do it now. Get off of this when you've finished watching and message your mate that you haven't spoken to for a while, because I guarantee they're not going to be angry with you, they're not going to be annoyed, they're going to be pleased to hear from you. Arrange to go for that coffee. I say this all the time. Go and meet people. Go for a coffee. It doesn't have to be all day. A couple of hours. Saturday morning. You're busy? No, actually, no, I'm not. Do you want to meet up for a coffee? It's only got to be for a couple of hours. You go like, I've got to shoot off at this time. I'm available at this time. Meet up. Go out. And that's something as well. Getting up in the morning, getting out, doing something first thing straight away. Bosh, done. You'll feel so much better than if you lie around in your pants, sitting there scratching your arsehole, just like wondering why you haven't done anything. And just little things like that will make all the difference. Tell you what I did yesterday. I updated my details with the DVLA. Right? I've just moved house. I've not long moved house, so I was like, I've got to do that again. I've only just done it. I'm like, they're going to think I'm up to something if I keep telling them the new addresses, but I don't care. They don't care. No one's sitting there. There's not a picture of you everywhere going, this dickhead again. It's not the case. So I did that. I updated my details with the DVLA. Done. I'm all done. Sorting out my phone because I'm paying far too much. So I want to do that today. That's the next job. I looked at it, went on thing. I'm on O2, so I went on there, had a look. Got to go in a shop, have a chat with someone. But I already feel like I'm achieving stuff by doing the things I'm supposed to be doing. And then from that, started working on a couple of projects that I've been sort of pushed to the side. Like this film idea I've had going on. So I'll get back into that. So Sunday, I'm meeting up with a writer friend. We're having a bit of lunch, and he's going to look through it. He's going to go through it with me. And he's he does like his producing and things like that. So, you know, that's someone in the industry that's going to have a look at it, which is a positive thing. He might think it's shit. He might not be able to do anything with it, but we've had the chat. Got to do these things, all right? Do the little things, and then suddenly you're doing the bigger things. Suddenly things are getting a bit more in order. Suddenly you're getting on top of stuff. You know, it's amazing how quickly the things we've let build up start to fall away. As soon as you start dealing with the little bits, it's like Jenga. Take away those little bits, and the whole thing comes falling down. And suddenly you're in the clear, and you feel better about yourself. I feel magnificent. Oh, he's back. Don't know what he's doing. Yeah. So be kind to yourself. Send the email, send the text, make the phone call, arrange to meet your mate. And when you arrange to meet your mate, you might dread it, you might not be asked. You might look out the window on Saturday morning and go, it's fucking raining. I'll go out in this. Go out in the rain. So what? It's a bit of water. You can put your pyjamas on later. People are obsessed with their pyjamas and their slippers at the minute. Oh, you know, it's been hard to find it hard at the minute, you know. Yeah, people in is difficult. It's a hard thing. It's draining. But if you don't do it, it's going to become worse. So do it. The more you do it, the better it'll be. Your pyjamas and your slippers and your dressing gown will always be there, all right? But if you go and do these things, being back in those comfy things, it will feel more of a treat and not more of a burden. Do you know what I mean? Because you feel bad, you've been in your pyjamas all day. Because if you go out and do stuff, do all your emailing, do all your jobs, get involved, meet people, do all your peopling, running around, going out for a drink or a coffee or a bit of dinner, you feel like you've earned your pyjamas, and you won't feel so bad when you have that Sunday slopping around in your slippers. It'll feel better. If you do it every day, you're going to feel like shit. But on a Sunday, why not? Scrolling through your phone, you've done all your jobs, you've done all your bits. You've earned it. So there you go. That's what you do. All right, and that's what I do anyway. So I don't have slippers though. I have an issue with them. I don't know why. I feel this is something in me that makes me. Only old people wear slippers, and it bothers me that I've never had them, never want them. I have an issue. I don't know why. It's something I need to go and talk to my therapist about. Anyway, you're amazing. Thank you, lovely patrons, for continuing to support us. I hope this is of some use. I'm going to go through my messages now on the train from the last time we did this. So if you want to message me on there, and I'll get back to you. I've got a couple of hours on the train now, so give us a shout. All right. You're beautiful people. All right, get out in the world. The sun is shining. The accordions are playing. All right, what's not to love? Pyjamas will wait. All right, take care. All the best.